The girl had just stepped off the bed when suddenly a cold, ghostly hand reached out from underneath and grabbed her ankle. Terrified, she screamed and jumped back onto the bed. Her heart was pounding. Slowly, she leaned over the edge to peek down, and again, that hand appeared from the darkness below. Suddenly, a strange knocking sound echoed through the room. Thud, thud, thud. She remembered something. Ghosts don't hurt people hiding under the blanket. Quickly, she covered herself completely. Everything went silent. After a moment, the girl lifted the blanket. That's when red liquid began dripping from above. Drop, drop, drop. She slowly looked up and froze. The ghost was right above her, hanging from the ceiling, staring straight into her soul. Screaming, she fell off the bed and ran to the door, but no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't open it. On the other side, her friend had also seen the ghost and was so scared, she wet herself while running. Somehow, she managed to open the door from outside, saving the girl trapped inside. The two girls ran as fast as they could, rushing toward the stairs. But no matter how far they went, they always came back to the same hallway. They were stuck. Desperate, they forced another door open, only to find themselves standing on the rooftop of their dorm. Their minds were nearly broken, but the nightmare wasn't over. The ghost appeared again and pushed the girl straight off the roof. At the same moment, the lid of the water tank flew open on its own. But strangely, the girl survived the fall. Bruised and confused, she tried to run, but step by step she ended up on the ghost bridge. There, standing silently, was the drowned girl who had died long ago. The girl screamed and ran, but in the end, she couldn't escape her fate. Back in the building, only two were left from the original group. While riding the elevator, they began seeing visions of the ghost. Panicked, they ran to the stairwell. That's when they saw her again, the girl who had just died. They followed her quietly. She was heading toward the ghost bridge. They turned around to flee, but suddenly, one of them was pulled back by some invisible force. The boy chased after her. When he reached her, he couldn't believe his eyes. The girl who was supposed to be dead was alive. "I only wanted to protect you," she said gently. "But maybe we're not meant to be together. Please," she whispered, trembling. "Let me go. I beg you." Her body started twitching. A dark force lifted her into the air. Her hands wrapped around her own neck, squeezing tighter and tighter. She was choking herself, eyes full of terror, as she called out for help, but the boy was too afraid. He ran. As he ran, disturbing voices filled his head. The ghost followed. He begged for mercy, falling to his knees. Strangely, the ghost listened. Then, in a final burst of fear and desperation, he struck her down. 4 years passed. Another test of courage was held in that same dorm. And the boy? He was still alive.